Jamaica, Jamaica, oh. Jamaica, Jamaica. Welcome to Jamrock. Now when they talk them jam pack, £2 a wheel in a van pack, it in a your handbag, your knapsack, it in a your backpack. The smell of your girlfriend's contacts, some wine and... You know, all of those lyrics are wrong.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say we might get copyright stricken, but then...
Yeah, no, you can't copyright.
Exactly.
No way. It's my own song.
Any of the right lyrics.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, how'd you start this?
Welcome to another episode of Park Your Thoughts, a place to park your thoughts, and hopefully you understand them. What do we want to talk about today?
Well, first of all, we're under a breadfruit tree.
That's also a good point. Yeah, we're in Jamaica.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You don't get breadfruit trees in England, do you? So, yeah, we're in Jamaica right now.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, legit.
It's been so long, you know, I'm island boy now, do you know what I mean?
Island boy.
I guess let's go through some lessons that we feel that we learned while being here. What, our 5th day in?
Yeah, we were here on Monday. It's now Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 5 days, I believe, if my maths is correct, I think.
I learned that I apparently look Chinese. What did to my granddad? I've got a very Chinese look to me. I ain't got nothing against it.
100%.
I love it. A new
ambiguous.
dimension. Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Add another dimension to the pot. What's it called? Well, to be fair, I always knew my grandma was half Chinese, but I didn't know the looks came through so much.
Yes, they definitely do. They definitely do in some way. Well, it's kind of cool at the same time as well, you know. It's an ethnic melting pot of everything else. It's one of those ones.
Exactly.
Big time. So
grew up around diversity. I am diverse myself.
100%. And even Jamaica as well. Not a lot of people don't know this. Not a lot of people know this, but Jamaica is one of the most diverse islands in the Caribbean. Well, I think the saying is out of many, one, or something like that. You have Chinese here, you have white, of course, European, you have a lot of Asian, that's basically Chinese
Indian as well.
You have Indian as well, all of that. You even have Native Americans, a lot of Native Americans that live here, or Taino people that live here. But this is more in the certain parts of the island, which is quite interesting. So, yeah.
I'm like
it's
a
fitting.
Jamaican infomercial.
Exactly. Come to Jamaica.
Diverse.
You have the diversity.
What else is there?
Well, if you want to get deep, one thing that personally I've learned about Jamaica is how to not be a people pleaser. Big time.
Yeah.
This island will teach you to be
you have
militant
to stand
here.
your ground.
Stand your ground, because if you don't, you get bullied. Not just on the streets, but on the roads as well. These guys, the way they travel, the way they drive, it's as if it's a race. Everyone's trying to get to the end goal.
Yeah,
if you don't get...
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Their personal goal is that's their mission.
Yes.
That's their, like, I'm doing this, I don't care what you're doing.
100.
Like, if your thing's that important, you will push in front of me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Exactly.
That's how I feel. Like, everyone takes their own personal mission to heart.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's every man for themselves in a way. In a way. Jamaica will teach you how to not be a people pleaser, because it's every man for themselves here. You go to the local patty shop, people can be so rude to you, but at the same time you have to stand your ground and you have to tell them this is exactly what I want. Essentially, it teaches you how to be blunt and straightforward, how to be concise. Because if you beat around the bush and use too many words, then people will get bored, annoyed, and it's not efficient.
Yeah, efficiency. Yeah, the communication here is efficient, it's direct, it's to the point.
Big time.
Don't bother coming here with your waffle. Like,
you have to...
My shift ends in 2 minutes, what do you want? Like,
Exactly.
I guess what you say is rude, I see it more as like they're annoyed but not at me, and they're being rude to me because of it. But it's not like, because I know that now, I'm not taking it as rude. I'm just taking it as they're having a stressful day elsewhere. That's just their attitude, but it's not affecting me. I don't know, maybe their kids are annoying them, maybe their partner's annoying them, and now they're angry at me. And it's like, you're not really angry at me. You're that's just your energy right now.
100%.
And then I just happen to be receiving the anger. Yeah. And that's how I've kind of like been like able to like, oh, okay, cool. Like, just dance around the fact that, what you said was a bit rude.
Going off that, I actually heard this interesting perspective where if someone's rude or if someone approaches you, in a way that you don't like. It's their way of communicating to you that, okay, I feel upset, or I'm disheartened, or I'm angry at you, or a certain situation. It's like a baby, for example. A baby, they may cry. It doesn't mean that they're annoyed at you. It might mean that they're hungry or upset, or they need a nappy change. Yeah,
it's
nappy
their
change.
one way of their communication. That if I cry,
Yeah.
you're gonna respond to me, like. But we just don't know what to respond to.
Exactly, how to respond to it.
Yeah.
So the best way to respond to it is neutrality. Just to be neutral, and don't match them, don't hit them, get them, meet them where they're at. Instead, remain you, remain calm, remain poised as well. And over time, it will reveal, the emotion will reveal itself to you.
Yeah.
What they're trying to communicate to you will, reveal itself to you. So if they're rude now, understand that it could be because they're clocking off in 2 minutes. It could be because they were annoyed at that partner earlier. It could even be because they're hungry. Who knows? They're in a patty shop, for example.
Yeah.
So chill, and the emotion will reveal itself to you over time. That's one
Yeah.
thing I've realized with
I
here as
guess where we're from, we're used to like people going through that, but then also putting on a mask at
well.
work. Whereas here it's just like, nah, I am who I am.
Yes.
Like, just take it or leave it.
Yeah, in England, I think the natural tendency in England is people pleasing in a way. And it can come across as fake sometimes. Hey, how you guys doing? You all right? What do you like today?
Sorry, I don't think people pleasing in that aspect isn't a bad thing. Actually, maybe from you doing it to people unwillingly, that's a bad thing. Like you wanting to please people.
Yeah.
But as a company, or me as like a employee wanting to like not affect a person's day, sometimes people pleasing is necessary. I'm not saying like hide yourself completely. What I'm saying is more, there's certain scenarios that call for you to people please. I feel like in front of people that you want to be in front of. Like for instance, if I was gonna come to you, I wouldn't people please you. Like I'm just gonna tell you how it is.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you how it is. But a random person I really don't know, like, and I'm having to deal with them in like I don't know. Let's say we get ads, and then I'm like, I'm pissed. But I'm not gonna go to the ad thing with that pissed off energy, because I'm not directing it to them. That's not towards them. I know in myself I'm still pissed, but I'm just, for this moment, I'm just gonna hide that emotion, people please for a little bit, move on. And it's like, okay, cool. Like, do you know what I mean?
I hear that perspective.
Sometimes it is necessary.
I do hear that perspective. I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with that one though.
Swear.
Yeah.
All right.
Only reason being is because when you're speaking to new individuals, if you are going to be your true authentic self, even if you're pissed off at the moment or angry at the moment, if you tell them, hey, if they ask you, how are you? And you say, yeah, I'm good, just to people please, and just to make sure that, the moment is settled and calm, then eventually the frustration will leak out on the conversation. The adverse, however, if you were to approach them and say, I'll be honest, I'm annoyed because of this situation, or I've just had a situation which annoyed me, but other than that, all is good, then that's more authentic. They'll feel you in that moment.
Okay, I hear you.
And you'll find your crowd,
You're saying the
your
vulnerability
community
behind it will help them. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, it's more so that. And it follows the idea of just being the most authentic version of yourself, because over time you will find the people that you are attracted to and the people that need you in their life as well.
Like making connections.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
Truth, I hear that.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just get a bit weary about bearing all. You know, if I was like, just at a networking event, I'm not gonna have my feel and say how it is, but in a way of like, this is a business meeting.
Yeah, you have to remain some sort of poise, professionalism. I get that you can't just tell them that your wife left you.
That's when I was
baby's not falling asleep or whatever.
Yeah, so I agree with you, because when I was describing that previous scenario, I meant in like a business meeting.
Okay, I'm with you.
That's why I'm not disagreeing with you. What else is it, would you say?
What, that we learned from Jamaica?
Yeah.
Overall? We've learnt some harsh realities of, I don't want to paint the island in a bad light.
Exactly.
But I guess this is universal in a way. How the genders see each other.
We had a taxi journey. I can't describe what the guy had done, but he just basically described domestic abuse.
Yeah. There was almost a bragging about domestic abuse, essentially. So to paint a picture, there was abuse involved after someone cheated on the other person. And it was quite intense, the detail that he was going into was quite graphic, even more so. And Essentially, we've heard the same rhetoric over and over again. Don't trust women, don't trust men in the Caribbean, because there's this idea that someone's not going to be loyal, or they are going to abuse their partner in a specific way. And it's scary to see that this is the mentality over here as well. But at the same time, it's the reality, because it's so hard to live in the Caribbean at times due to financial castration, for example. These things are naturally going to occur. And it's an unfortunate cycle. So this is one thing we realize, that in the Caribbean, there are certain roles and dynamics which people play in order to create a safer environment, but it does the complete opposite of this. It creates a chaotic environment at times, and there's a distrust within this, unfortunately. So what did we learn from this? We've learned that trust is key within a relationship. When you're finding your ideal partner, this partner has to go through a series of, I guess, tests in a way, and you're not overtly testing them. It's you being your most authentic self. And if they can handle your most authentic self, then my goodness gracious me, they have passed that test. If they can't handle your most authentic self, then they failed the test. And that means that they're not for you. Don't settle. That's what I'm saying. You can tell that I'm passionate about this.
Yeah, but you're flowing.
Don't settle just because they might tick 1 or 2 boxes. No, they have to tick all of the boxes. Emotionally, spiritually, mentally speaking, they have to tick all the boxes. And then once they tick all those boxes, that's when you know that they're the person for you. And yeah, I guess I've had a personal experience with this. I've gone through a series of multiple people to find this person who ticked all the boxes.
I've actually got nothing to add on to that. No, I was literally just thinking, I feel like we're going to wrap up that side of things. I feel like we spoke a bit negatively about the Caribbean, but it's not in a bad way. It's just more our insights to the country.
Yeah.
But I want to also talk about the food. Oh my God.
The food in the Caribbean is insane.
Oh my God.
Listen, the flavors.
Boy, these people have traumas, but they can cook a dish. They can cook a dish.
Nah, you're gonna have to rewind that one. I can't lie.
The food here is banging.
10-10.
Food, sun. I don't know how people can be so miserable, but with such
abundance.
glorious sun on their skin. I imagine one time we were having lunch outside, and people look at us like, "You guys crazy? You're burning your skin." And it's like, obviously, if you're in the sun every single day, obviously it makes sense. I hold my hands up in it. Me personally, I prefer to be in the sun when I'm eating. I'm the starved of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What else is there?
Yeah.
We've actually met some good people as well. Just want to put that out there. People have helped us out when we've been here. Like, we have come across some like genuinely hearted, nice people.
Going to the Caribbean will make you a more extroverted person. It will make you want to speak to people, and it will alleviate your social anxiety. Go out here, people will want to speak to you. They'll want to get to know you because you have an accent, for example, or because it's a novel experience to them. And through that, they'll make you feel so comfortable, seen, heard, and understood, and it's so beautiful. And they'll bust bands with you. They might even cuss you out at times, but it's always banter, it's always a joke, and it's deeply rooted within love. So that's one thing I realized about the Caribbean. They will love you. They will make you the most extroverted person.
They're a country of extremes.
A deep, deep love for everything.
That kind of explains a lot about me though. As in, like, I feel like I've understood myself a lot being out here. Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm a person of extremes, and it's like I'm literally from obviously I grew up in London. Yeah. But I feel like it's just something baked in the DNA. If you think about it, like, we've had such traumatized genes. Yeah. If you think about it. Yeah. Like, not to bring up slavery and like to blame everything on slavery, but we've literally come from a generation of like deep-rooted trauma.
100% agree.
There's still reminiscences of it from our grandma because of what she experienced from her childhood.
Post-traumatic slave disorder, or post-traumatic slave syndrome, whatever you want to call it, is a real thing. I
think it's PTSD, the post-traumatic stress disorder. But
slave.
But then I didn't know there was that.
Post-traumatic slave disorder or slavery disorder, whatever you want to call it, it's a real thing, and we're still suffering from it to this day. Yeah. For example, there was something I was thinking about the other day. I was thinking, okay, why are Afro-Caribbean parents more susceptible to beating their kids? And this is a theory of mine. It's crazy. It's a crazy theory. But my theory is, okay, back in the day when we were slaves, for example, on the plantation, if we were to go outside of the plantation as kids, then we're susceptible to attack, for example, and we might just go missing. So the best way to discipline your kids and to keep them within the grounds, away from the slave masters or the chaos of the world at the time, would be to beat them and say, no, listen, if you leave this plantation, I'm going to scare you into leaving this plantation, so you must stay here so I can protect you. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why we ended up beating our children over time, because, well, Afro-Caribbean parents ended up beating their children over time, was to protect them from the slave masters. Transport this back to today now, what we've realized is, okay, our parents beat us to protect us from the ugliness of the world, for example. If you bully, I'm going to beat you. If you bully again, you might end up in jail, for example. And this is just my crazy theory as to why beating your children or slapping your children became a thing over time. Just a theory, by the way.
To add on to your theory, I think as well the fact that the masters were beating the slaves, or the parents like, I'm the master of you, and I'm learning that when I do something wrong, I get beat. So when you do something wrong, you get beat.
Yeah.
That type of
that makes sense.
Indoctrination, I guess.
Yeah. Ooh, and it's a scary reality as well.
I want to go down this route more, but also I don't. Because I feel like we're getting too deep.
Yeah, we're getting very deep, yeah.
So we talked about the food, talked about the sun. Sun's absolutely lovely, by the way.
Yeah.
It's just so good, man.
Yeah. The sun really is, it is energy. It is a life force energy in a way. You know, it's actually, I was speaking to one of our cousins, Leon. Shout out to Leon. And he says that he kind of breaks it down into the elements, water, fire, air, and earth, for example. Earth is grounding. Water is, of course, drinking water. Air is getting nature, being and going for a walk, for example. And fire is the sun, basically, vitamin D exposure. So the more we expose ourselves to these 4 elements mainly, the more in touch we are with nature, the more in touch we become with ourselves as well. And we become more aligned over time. So get air, get some sort of fire, the sun, drink more water, and also ground yourself, and you'll be the best version of yourself over time. And I love that perspective. Shout out to Leon, I guess. Again, I love that perspective.
That's a good perspective.
Yeah. Follow the 4 elements and you'll be the best version of yourself. So that sun, go back. Do you feel more energized, would you say?
In the UK, when the sun comes out, and I'm literally outside all the time, I always wonder where it came from. But then being out here and being in the sun, like, it's just, I'm just like, yeah. This is why I'm in the sun all the time in the UK, because I love it. I just love the feeling of this like warmth, surrounded by warmth. And I always spend a lot of time in the shower in warm water sometimes when I know I have the luxury to. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I know that's very much a luxury to have. But like sometimes I'll like be in a shower and I'm just like surrounding my body with hot water just so that I can feel that warmth around. And I think that's why I love the sun so much, just that all surrounding heat.
Bro, so you were lacking so much sunshine in the UK that you tried to simulate it.
Anytime, but anytime the sun's out in the UK, I'm out.
Yeah, I hear that.
I'm just walking around the park. I'm sitting in the park.
Do you feel like it helps you out with your connections as well with other people, would you say? Speaking with other people, connecting with your environment?
Oh, this is only recent. So no, before it was just my alone time.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
And it was just like, oh, I'm going to go home and watch this TV show on the TV. I'm out just watching the park on my phone. Or I'm going to go home and doom scroll. I might as well doom scroll in the sun. Like, what's the point of me doing what I'm going to do indoors?
Yeah.
When I can just do it outside and be in the sun. And then, okay, now it's like, what, 20 minutes of the sun going away. Okay, I'll go home now.
I like that. Interesting. So the more you spend in the sun, so do you feel like this trip has now exposed you to being in the sun a bit more in the UK, as in enjoying the sun even more in the UK?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about that answer yet.
No, I hear that.
Yeah.
I hear that.
I was going to try and answer that, but
yeah,
I'm just going to be talking waffle.
I hear that. That's authentic as well. That's authenticity right there. Saying I know. I think that's the most powerful thing that someone can say, if they actually don't know. But yeah, there's...
Just to quickly go for the dark side, actually, I'm already in the sun the max I can be in the UK anyway. So I don't know how I'll maximize that unless I move somewhere else.
In the summer, I guess.
So that's why I'm saying I don't know.
Okay, I hear that. Yeah, the sun out here it's different. I feel more in alignment with myself when I'm in the sun. I feel more connected. I feel this sense of energy as if nothing really matters. I feel so present as well. And I feel like the sun really connects you with who you truly are, your purpose. That's what I feel. And also, we don't even realize this in the UK, but most of us, especially people of color, basically, we are so vitamin D deficient to the point where it affects us in so many realms and work
Yeah,
and
people don't realize
relationships.
how important vitamin D is.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly.
Especially from people that come from a country of sun.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Imagine going from an environment where you have sun all the time to the UK and having the lack of it. That changes everything. Even your skin starts to go ashy, for example. And you probably haven't experienced that. You might not have experienced that beforehand. Nah. So the feeling of the sun is powerful. Yeah, and it just connects you to source, who you truly are. Just to wrap up with, the sun, it connects you to presence, it connects you to who you are. And as someone who feels connected to source, I feel more connected to family as well. And being here, we've connected with our family. We've connected with a granddad who we haven't seen in 19 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And seeing him for the first time in 19 years.
You know, when you say 19 years, I forget how long it actually is. Like it's insane.
19 years.
Yeah.
Seeing a family member that you haven't seen in 19 years, it's one of the most emotional experiences ever. But it's also, I'll be honest with you, it's kind of numbing because I have had so many expectations. And when I build expectations in my mind, they never align with the reality. When I build these expectations in my mind, I'm met with this reality, this experience, and the mind is so powerful, it's never the same. So yeah, it was so exciting seeing our granddad for the first time in 9 years, but I'll be honest with you, at the same time it was numbing because I'd built up this image and it didn't fit the image.
I sadly have to agree with you. Yeah.
It's so hard to not build expectations.
Yeah, exactly.
We're so visual. We always want to, think, okay, this is what's going to happen. And it is the unfortunate reality. But at the same time, I do think it's only been a few days, of course. Yeah.
So, no, that's okay. This is a great way to round it up, actually. Because I have got nothing to add on to the granddad thing for now. It's more, I agree with everything you have to say. So
yeah, I hear that.
I've got more thoughts, but they're not. They're not ripe. Your thoughts aren't ripe. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like this Aki tree we're under.
Yeah, this Aki tree was breadfruit, this one.
Oh yeah, of course.
Breadfruit. This breadfruit tree. The fruits are not ripe yet, just like our thoughts. But one day, these fruits will drop down and feed the whole, feed everyone.
You did too much. You did too much.
I thought I cooked. Just like how I'm about to cook these breadfruits. But
I feel like it's important to say that before we go. I feel like we've mentioned a lot of negatives in this video, but I think it's important to know that we're only 5 days in and like we've yet to travel around the island yet. And I can guarantee you that these ideas will just get flipped.
Can I actually get your perspective? Because I agree with you that it has been lower energy experience. We've spoken about the lower energy experiences more than the higher energy experiences. I'm open to your perspective here. I'm curious. Could we reframe that and say realities rather than negatives? Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think that's fair?
The realities of the island.
Yeah, the realities.
Yeah.
There's something about a negative. Negatives are usually lessons and the reality for what it is, sometimes.
Because it's their life, why is it a negative?
Exactly. So
it's their reality.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
Come on. But it's been an interesting chat, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Love you, bye.